we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Beavers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they loved.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Fights off a defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Goes to the option. Got enough for the first. Inside the 30. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads it left. Got it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Beavers are on the move.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Oregon State. Paging George D. Burdell.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Under fire. Extending the play. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the air, it's Mayava. He's got his man across the middle. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back to pass. Looking left. Got the tight end outside. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one, the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time it's complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. Calls his own number. There he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. To a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense might bring the house here. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. DB's right up on the receivers. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense putting points on the board.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Snowed under by the defense. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. He's got the back in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Shotgun snap on third down. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Coming. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Wants to fire on second down. This time on target. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, rhythm, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
Here comes the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Punt is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback got it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon State. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 31 over the Rebels. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right on target this time. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground from the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slithers into space. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Beavers are marching down the field. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Floats it out in space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so if the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Snap it from the 44. dropping back. It's Mayava. Quick strike complete.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in a bunch formation. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Beavers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route.
Looking deep.